Hail and well met friends! Andang here for another episode of LOTRO Players Adventures, all caps if you're on Draculetta's call. And let's go ahead and get started. Today we are in the Limelight Gorge, and we're going to be killing stuff and maybe complete a quest along the way.
We're missing Drac. He's not following us.
That's because for some reason I cannot move. I don't know what the deal was. I'm moving now. So.
Was your keyboard in your
Okay.
coffin?
Ah! Ah.
Did you accidentally mute your keyboard?
Alright, there's an enemy to kill.
Since the Thelros is not in game yet, I will take the role of pulling things and Leroy Jenkinsing.
Well, you are the captain.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do it.
You're kind of avenging him because you're like the captain that he could never level.
Oh, ouch.
I don't think Thelros takes offense to that.
I think that he actually agrees with that since
Yeah.
he said it before.
Is there a reason why you're trying to
Then
keep
again,
me from
Sith is
hitting
also
anything?
failed
She's
that.
trying to pull
Captain.
everything she can, really.
I was trying to find stuff to pull, but there's not really anything else to
No,
pull.
this zone's really
so-
spread out typically, except for the trolls and a
And
couple of the
spiders.
spiders. Yeah.
How
In fairness,
disappointing.
though, I'm not the only one who failed to level a captain.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
either.
No, he's talking about how I gave up leveling my captain.
And I did too. Mine's at 38.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just not as fun as they used to be.
Can we
Yeah.
get a target assist on Pineley, please, so I can heal him easier?
Target assist on Pineleaf. Apparently Pineleaf needs heals.
Thank you.
Alright. So what I've done this week. A lot of stuff. I finally finished uploading all my Shadow of Mordor episodes I already recorded. Uploaded all 30 of my Nord Invasion episodes for that series. And most of them, all the Shadow of Mordor episodes are on Patreon right now, and most of the Nord Invasion ones are. I just have to finish doing the paperwork on online YouTube, the online work, and then they'll be ready to go. Also, went to go see The Hobbit, and it was interesting. I I really enjoyed it for the first time. I think it is the best of the three films, but I don't think it's as good as the original trilogy. And I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this film. Whereas the first two, I had definite opinions, but this one, it's kind of, I don't know. And part of that, I think, is because there's so much battle that goes on. I think that there's less reseeability of this film compared to some of the others, maybe.
So that sort of goes with my sort of, when someone asked me to rate it from 1 to 10, I gave it a 6, which is, well in the meh region. So
It's Drax's word. Yeah, I need help. In more ways than one.
That's a cue to pull more mobs.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Good.
It's hard when there's only one mob in your entire range of view.
Yeah. On the other side, getting one extra mob is quite good, so...
So, anyway, I did enjoy the film. They were pretty accurate to the book, which kind of surprised me. They did, however, a few moments weren't as impactful as they were in the book, which was kind of disappointing. But it's because they had another plot that they were trying to tell in those areas, and so it made sense, but it just could have been a little bit better, I think, in a few places. But anyway, what else have I done this week? Oh, how could I forget? Mythgard Mondays Had a ton of fun doing that this week. It was a lot of fun, mostly because almost everyone there were new players to the game, or at the very least hadn't done the Great Barrow before. And so it was really entertaining to hear new players having fun with really old content, and it got me excited about the game again because it reminded me how much fun older content could be, which is what this show did in the beginning, but we've been doing it for so long that I kind of forgot. And so, I don't know, it was just really fun to see people who had never done the instance that everyone has done pretty much in LOTRO, and see how much fun that they had with it. And it was also fun to have Corey there talking about different things about the lore in LOTRO and allowing us to ask questions and stuff like that. So I had a lot of fun with that, and I'd recommend everybody to go this coming Monday for for another Mythgard Monday, and then they're going to take a week off for Christmas. So on the 29th of December, there's no Mythgard Monday, but they are going to pick it right back up the following, and they're going.
What's the time and location?
It is on Mondays on Landerville at 8:30 server time. 9:30 server time.
9:30.
And you meet at the Bird and Baby, and they're doing that every week for now, at least. At the Bird and Baby is where we meet, and we are going to be going to do. It's totally slipping my mind. The place in the North Downs that's the 4-part instance that I can't think of.
Fornost?
Fornost, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Going to be doing that, and it will be interesting to see if we can make any headway there. I will be on my level 100 champion in hopes to counteract some of the difficulty.
Can I just interrupt? That noise that Pineleaf just made? What? What? What?
Yeah,
Is there
I
a
was trying to
particular reason.
A
wrap my head
magician
around
never
that noise,
reveals
too.
their secrets.
I wasn't.
Sounded like a little mouse squeak.
Okay, I'm in game.
I couldn't even on that noise.
He's practicing for his Christmas Carol reading.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, had a lot of fun with Mythgard Mondays. Hopefully more people will join us, and come with lore questions too, because
Yeah.
definitely looking for those, and you know,
So-
how stuff relates to LOTRO. And
Anyway,
stuff.
you're trying to make sure that no one goes to listen to DDO Players News, right?
It's right after. You get to listen to DDO players for that half hour to an hour before the show, and then then you get to go an hour before the show. Then you get to go over and do Mythgard Mondays. It's a whole night of fun, Pineleaf.
Okay.
And it
how
starts
long
at
does it last?
9:30.
It ends at?
2 hours usually is how long it's been lasting. But the thing is, you can leave whenever you need to. So if you don't want to stay up that late, especially for East Coast people, Pineleaf, then then you don't have to. So
Should probably invite Athelros. Maybe. I guess you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life.
wow. Okay.
Maybe
then.
you should.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I've done this week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Oh no, it's not. Legend of Korra ended this week, and it was interesting ending.
It was. It's
Um,
weird for it.
I don't think satisfying is quite the right word, but I like how it ended. I'm not disappointed by the ending, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it wasn't exactly what I expected. It didn't feel as dire as the last time, I think. And this whole book in general, I mean, the stakes are higher, but because of the way that Korra's thinking and how her character has changed, it doesn't feel like the stakes are bigger. And so that's been kind of a an interesting change. That being said, the last 2 seasons have been amazing. I definitely recommend to watch Legend of Korra if you have not already, because it's a lot. It's a really fun show to watch, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it for anybody who is interested. Also, another thing that ended this week was the Colbert Report. And I watched the final episode of that. And it was...
Smaug made an appearance.
No, that was earlier in the week.
No, Smaug also showed up in the ending.
Oh, yeah, he
for,
did.
like,
That's true.
a couple seconds.
But what was crazy is the sheer number of people that were on at the end on screen at the same time. I don't think any other television show has done that before, of that many named people being on at once for the end of a show.
And it was like, there's so many random people there. Like, George Lucas was there.
George Lucas was there. Alan
Obviously a lot
Alda.
of politicians.
All sorts of politicians, all sorts of news people who had said in interviews and stuff that they really respect him and his ability to, say whatever he wants and get away with it, basically. And just in general, it was one of the best endings to a show that I think I've seen. But it was sad to see another thing end, because this week I had The Hobbit end, I had Legend of Korra end, and I had the Colbert Report end as well. Plus series on my YouTube channel I finished recording. So it's just been a week of everything ending. And
Well, it's coming to the end of the year, so it's fitting.
the year's ending on me too. That's right. All right. Well, anyway, what have you done this week at Theros?
Well, I played game. No. I was trying to sort out what it actually did, but yeah, I've played a bit of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I'm on about a third of the way into chapter 2, so that's fun.
Did you say
Definitely
attorney? Are you
worth-
playing a lawyer game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace Attorney. Haven't you ever heard of it?
You haven't played it?
No.
The Thelros
completely
knows a reference
uncultured.
that you don't know?
That's right.
How have you not played it?
Yeah, seriously, it's been around for ages.
It's really good.
Okay then.
Okay, anyway.
Yep. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I've also played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, or at least a bit of it, about an hour or so.
Oh yeah.
It was on Steam for sale, so
Mhm.
or on sale, I should
Steam
say.
sale started this week, yeah.
Yeah.
80% off on that one. That was good. Yeah, so that game's been interesting. It's a kind of spectacle fighter.
Have
So
you ever
people
played
who are
Metal
interested
Gear
in those-
before?
No.
Why are
That
we
would
back in
explain
here?
it.
I
It
don't know.
is definitely different.
Yeah, I'm liking the game. It's kind of frustrating in the same way Dark Souls is, where the bosses 3-hit you, and
Yeah.
you take ages to bring them down. But
It-
it's definitely fun.
Now that you mention it, it is pretty similar to Dark Souls, just because it's kind of a stealth version of that. But the thing is, like, in the previous Metal Gear game, there were 50-minute cutscenes.
Wow.
And
I'd be
it's-
angry.
The thing is that Metal Gear is Metal Gear. There's no other game that's like it, and that's what everyone loves about it. You can't really explain it even, because it's just so different than anything else. And if you haven't played a Metal Gear game yet, I really do recommend picking it up, because it's an experience you need to have as a gamer.
I guess I should ask you a question.
Yes, finally.
What is Metal Gear?
It is a stealth military game that is set in American, like, modern day, but it's done by Japan.
Yeah, I should mention that Rising is definitely not the same as the other games, and there's pretty much no stealth whatsoever. You just kill stuff.
Yeah, they've kind of, from what I understood from some interviews, it sounds like the 5th one is going to be the least stealth focused. So it'll be interesting how that plays out. But there's like certain things that stand out in Metal Gear. Like a lot of games have reused the when you get seen, the noise that happens when people find that you were in stealth, and stuff like that. That's just very iconic. It's almost to the level of a Nintendo game as far as how iconic and just different it is from anything else.
I would mean that other kind of bunch of games that I've never played because I've never had a Nintendo console. I was always a PlayStation person, so.
And you were making a point about me not knowing whatever you were talking about earlier.
Thoros, do you know who Mario is?
I know who he is. I just never really played.
Drac
games.
does a really good impression of him.
Yeah, we found that out. Oh, look, you're
Oh, you
dead.
died.
Yeah,
How-
thanks for the
how
heals.
terrible.
How unfortunate.
Anytime,
I told you
I'll
I could
attack.
get some nice mob pulls.
Yeah, you're better at this than me.
Here, let me
You
heal
will learn. It takes a lot of effort.
There you go, have a heal.
No, it really
Yeah, it's-
doesn't.
It's a practiced art.
Practice, yes. I don't know if there's any art to it.
I would say so.
I'm sure you would.
You record it on video, it's art.
I don't think that that's how art
anyway.
works.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know where it's
yeah,
going with that.
that game's pretty good. Frustrating, but it's good.
Yeah, I
aside
thought about
from
picking that up, so I
I've-
might get around to it.
Yeah, it's. I think it might be still on sale. I don't know. But yeah, aside from that, I played a bit of Lego The Hobbit. I'm still trying to gradually get 100% completion on that. Doing like a level a day, pretty much, in terms of 100%ing. But not too much. The only other thing I've played, aside from that, is Guild Wars 2. And that's it.
Myself and Sprider are thinking about doing a Lord of the Rings and Hobbit playthrough together. So
Yeah, I'd say
that might
so.
be a reward on Patreon at some point. So
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
think
of
I would say
exciting.
Lord of the Rings is a bit better.
Well, you've gotten to the end of the Hobbit, right? Sprider was
Yeah,
wondering,
I'm done.
isn't it just over the first two films?
Yes, and that's the main problem with it.
So
It ends the same way the
Does-
movie ends.
it's the same way the movie ends. So there's no conclusion to even the winged character.
Winged
Nope,
carrot.
it ends the exact same way as the movies. There's no mobs that way,
Yeah, I know, but there is a quest.
so there is. But yeah, it ends that way. So if you don't like that ending, then you don't want to play the game.
Okay, well, hopefully the third game will come out before we end the series.
I still don't know why they chose to make the game based on the first two, but
Well, I think that one of two things. The third film is either going to be too hard just because of the sheer amount of battle that takes place, or because of the sheer amount of battles and stuff that takes place, they're going to need a whole game just of that.
I doubt that.
What can I do for you?
I don't know, if you look at Lego The Clone Wars, I don't know if you ever played through that. All that game is just battles and a little bit of story. Basically the third Hobbit film.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Sithirth, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot.
Reminds me already.
Steam sale started this week, like we said. So far, I've only gotten one game. I've gotten Prison Architect, and that's okay. All I've done so far is kind of the tutorial, and it's a really slow tutorial, but
Yeah,
it
I've-
seems promising.
I've had mixed feelings about if I'm gonna actually buy that or not.
I mean, it was $6, and I had $6 from selling those Steam trading cards on the
Right, yeah.
community market. So I was
We
like,
should
well,
pick up routes while we're right here.
Okay,
We should get the entrance at least.
that's a good point.
so it seems promising. It definitely is a strategy game with some obvious depth.
If you like building prisons, then you'll like that game.
Yeah.
It seems.
Oh, like, it is. It definitely, like, at first it's like, oh, this is goofy and silly, but then, like, it actually is, like, it does take itself a bit more seriously than you think it would.
Yeah, I think I'd be more excited about it if you could build larger prisons. Because it
Yeah.
seems like it's pretty limited in that, like
Yeah.
and you can't build like towers. Like there's better prison
it is
tycoon
still
games.
in
I think probably.
Early access.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not into prison tycoon games.
Maybe we should go up where the trolls are.
There's actually a surprising amount of them. I'm gonna kill all the mobs on the way to the trolls with Elvis.
Even though you're killing the same
With
mobs.
or without your help.
I'm going to give you anti-help.
So are we doing the quest, or are we just killing the mobs? I'm confused.
We're kind of doing both.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know.
In other words,
I don't know
I'll
where
have
anything
zero
from
zero
scrolling.
of however many quests completed by the time this is over.
I've already
because-
completed 3 quests. I don't know about you guys, but
Well, the reason why I ask is you have to finish all those quests before you can open up the dailies.
right, yeah, you do. So, anyway, what else have you done aside from building prisons?
Aside from building prisons, I played Guild Wars 2 and tried to record a Guild Wars Players News podcast, but we failed at that because Skype is a jerk. But it's fixed now. We redid it, so that's good. Other than that, not much, because it's summer here, and New Zealand finally woke up and was like, oh, right, it's supposed to be summer right now. And so it's been crazy hot and awful.
Mm.
Yeah.
What is crazy hot in New Zealand?
Like the hundreds.
Yeah, that's warm.
Hundreds.
Use Fahrenheit there.
That's normal for Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Crazy
they
hot.
use Celsius.
Yeah, but it's very abnormal for where I live.
Yes, it
that's
is.
why-
Yeah,
by me.
that's very abnormal for like Illinois and Minnesota, which is what I'm used to. So
How cold does it get where you live?
in New Zealand,
Where you live in New
In-
Zealand, yeah.
Fahrenheit, the coldest it gets is like mid to high 30s.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah,
But it's
I
really
guess
funny
that I
'cause-
figured with New Zealand in the middle of all that water, I would have figured that hundreds would be rare.
Some parts of the country, yeah, but like where we are, for whatever
Especially
reason,
considering
it's
your
really hot.
proximity to Antarctica.
We're
Yeah,
not.
well-
I mean, the South Island, sure, but like I'm on the North Island, so it's
Ah.
much
Mount
closer to
Doom
the
doesn't
equator.
really help the ozone over there, so. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, the hole in the ozone layer may or may not be over New Zealand, which may or may not contribute to how astoundingly hot it is. And
So it's your
how-
fault.
No, it was there when I moved here. It was like this when I got here.
Is that what all New Zealanders
Yeah,
say?
it was Mount Doom though that caused the hole in the Amazon
Yeah,
ozone
see?
layer. That's what we've learned then.
Thelros probably pulled it.
The hole in the
Oh,
ozone
The
layer?
hole in the ozone layer.
That does what? Is it a
Not sure
mob?
that's...
Is the
Not even I could do
ozone
that.
layer an enemy? I don't.
Lack of...
Well, considering it's making things too hot and sunburn, yeah.
Well, if you're Al Gore, it is.
I'm so confused. All I know is that I basically have to like bathe in sunscreen in order to not get sunburned just by being outside for 5 minutes. It's awful.
That sounds terrible.
You know,
have
if you
it.
use water with sunscreen, it doesn't work near as well.
What?
Yeah, okay.
He
When you're
was-
bathing in sunscreen.
Yeah, Seth, you're doing it wrong. You shouldn't be jumping in rivers after you...
It's your own fault.
Obviously.
Obviously.
We should stop burning trees. That's
Probably,
contributing
it's
to the lack of
contributing,
ozone.
I was gonna say. Oh, Sawmill.
Woo!
No.
Pine Leaf. I
doing
really
that.
want to ride on a roller coaster with Pine Leaf now. And looky here, there's no quests here again. Yeah.
Why do you
Why
keep
is
bringing
it
me
because
back
Because it's
here?
on the minimap. It wants me to complete quests with these two people. I need to
Well,
take
that's
that off.
why
Then
I
just
took
do
that
'em.
quest off and
You
only
have
and
to
have the ones that so that the quest givers wouldn't be leading
Alright,
us
let's
here.
rescue
Pine Leaf
Finn
leading
or
this.
whatever. Who?
We have to go get the dwarf that's being held by the trees.
Yeah,
Drac and
Good
or Pine
God.
Leaf should be leading this.
this way.
Well, but
You
Andang
mean
is doing a
not Andang.
super job.
Since the little sarcasm there.
Just a tiny bit.
I can kind of recognize it. There's so many trees here right now.
Oh,
It's a
I
forest.
don't
yeah, I
know if
wonder
you're
who
trying
brought
to
them
do
here.
something or if you're all just riding around for no reason.
I'm trying to save this dwarf,
I don't.
and
I've
I'm
never
gonna
been
die.
here, so I'm just trying to follow you guys. But everything is
Well,
all
Well,
over the
if
place.
you're trying to save the
okay.
dwarf,
Well,
you-
yeah, but he's getting me killed because I have this crazy tree I've got to solo because the ending pulled it.
You got
Everyone else
friends
is running
there.
away from.
Bring all your trees to me. Bring me your trees.
all your trees are belong to us.
All your trees are belong to me's.
There's a spirit over here, by the way, if you didn't get it for the deed.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's a deed where you talk to them and you get like
Oh,
6
okay.
of them in this area and you get the title.
Yep.
I lost the trees. Trees come
Oh,
back.
look, there's no one over here.
Theros, if you could, help me not
Oh.
die, that would be great.
Nope.
That would be counterproductive.
At the very least, revive me.
I can't revive in combat.
I could revive you.
You should ponder
Yes, I
it
will.
over a mug of whatever. Coffee, tea.
Tree sap. That works too.
That's just offensive. You want to drink their blood.
Well, that's what maple syrup is, right?
Well, yeah.
Do you like maple syrup,
No,
Elros?
it's different for you, Drac. That's what you do. But for us normal mortals, it's kind of a bit more morally questionable.
Do you like maple syrup, Elros?
We don't really have it here.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't know what it
Maple
is.
doesn't
Popular.
grow very well, and he.
Well, I mean, sure, but maple doesn't grow very well here either. But we still have maple syrup in New Zealand.
yeah. Like on pancakes and such, we tend to have just lemon.
Golden syrup. Oh, lemon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go save this dwarf.
Okay, where's this?
We gotta
spirit
kill
you're
this
talking
root.
about?
Come over here, everybody. I don't know if you can get the quest if I do it too early.
I don't see it because I did these quests ages ago. So you're just looking at a tree.
Yeah, your father's beard was too close. Let's move on, dwarf. Alright,
So
now we
is
have
he
to
gonna
rescue
vote for
Billy.
this?
I don't think that his father's beard was too close. That's
That's
not
what he said. That is
That doesn't make
definitely,
any sense.
definitely what he said.
I think.
Go
your
back and
understanding of
read it.
dwarves
It'll
is
definitely
limited.
say
It
that.
says "Ak" by my
X.
father's beard. That was a close one.
Yeah,
No,
by his
that's not
father's
what it said,
beard,
Phil.
it was
No,
too close.
No. No.
Clearly
No.
what he said.
No.
Any other
This one is
translation is probably correct.
Mm.
Y'all said no.
We're just knowing everything you say at this point.
Alright, here's Billy.
Billy?
Billy the Dwarf. B-I-L-L-I.
Yep.
That might be
That is
Biley.
his name.
It actually is Biley because of
I-
the way that the I is, but it's
Oh,
Billy.
I was gonna say I think it's Beely, but yeah.
Oh, that too.
Billy.
That makes more sense.
Oh, silly. Get it, silly.
Silly. Oh, God.
Dwarf name.
Well, I'm thinking about it. If you're watching this show and thinking, hey, We need more Tom Bombadil impressions, Andang. Well, listen to episode 77 of LOTRO Players News, and
Wow.
you might
What?
actually hear that.
What?
And it
What?
was
That's-
not by my decision. It has to do with
Oh.
user request
No.
and
Can we
possibly an origin story. So that will be happening on episode 77 of LOTRO Players News.
How about we just skip that number and go to 78?
How about we don't? There actually was a
I don't
lot
really
of
liking that
like
number.
Hobbit and community news this week.
I wouldn't know.
We actually had more articles this week than we had at the launch of Update 15.
Well,
Kind of surprising.
I believe it. I'm not surprised.
I know
But I'm
this-
biased.
It's surprising. Here's a troll.
Troll.
There's a big troll over here.
Because, you know, this one's not big.
Yeah. Here you go.
I'd say they're about equal in size.
But not strength.
Okay, Pinely's just soloing over here.
Well,
Aw.
you stranded me next
Pinely,
to this
I'm
troll.
right here. They stranded you. Because they're like, oh, bigger troll, we gotta go see this.
Hmm.
Yeah, it won't pull that far, though.
I'm disappointed. I swear the leashing is lower here.
Mhm.
It is, I believe. Just because they're... If you're in a group and you want stuff pulled, you're gonna get it pulled. If you don't want to be pulled, I think they made it to where you can kind of...
You do realize these trolls have momentum on them.
Nah. Can't have momentum if you're dead.
You can't have lots of things if you're dead.
There are some things you can have when you're dead that you can't when you're alive.
Like,
Like,
Like
what?
flies.
death?
What are you talking about?
What? Flies?
Yeah, I mean,
Maggots.
Yeah,
I'm
flies.
pretty sure you can have flies and maggots while you're alive.
Pretty sure you
just
can.
don't
You just
want
have to
to.
cut off circulation to a ligament and you're fine.
Ligament.
Ligament.
It's not a
That's the
ligament.
scientific word for a leg.
Well, the thing is, it's
A
the
ligament.
leg. It's the leg ligaments. Ligaments.
Ligaments. Armaments and ligaments.
Armaments and ligaments. That's how it goes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And here I thought that was just the mince the cannibals ate.
Okay.
There you go.
Thelros providing spiders for 6 months. To Middle Earth. It's not the best
Make it
ad
sound like he
because
brings the spiders to Middle Earth, like
It-
Middle Earth did not have spiders or Thelros.
well, it's not the best
That's
ad
is a
because
Goliath.
he's pretty monotone.
Doesn't that make
So
girl? Isn't
I'm
that
pretty
Goliath?
sure I'm not. Like, you can't be really 100% sure on anything, but I'm like pretty close.
Okay.
so Thelros has gone off the deep end now.
This is a show.
This is a show.
And it's not even Thursday.
So anyway, have you done anything else this week, Sithith? Or?
Too much news to... But other than that, no.
Okay. And Drac, what have you been up to?
Game-wise, we'll start with LOTRO-wise. Arkenstone, my Bjorning is level 20. All I have been doing is the festival. Why? I have no idea. I figured
Oh, I
it's...
did the festival. That's the one LOTRO related thing I did this week. I forgot to say. I did the festival. That's it. Your turn, Drek. Go.
Thank you. No, I figured that was a easy way to level my Beorning on Arkenstone, so I thought, why not? Plus, you get that free gift every day, so there you go. That's it for Arkenstone. Menlador, the same thing. I have a Beorning over there that is level 13 and a half. I'm almost 14. And I actually created that when the festival started, so those 14 levels have came just from doing the festival.
Wow.
And I found out that I forgot the winter spirits and the trolls were like level 10. And when you're a level 6 fighting those, it's kind of hard. I didn't die though, but yeah, I had forgot how hard those things were at lower levels. And Drac on Menlador did some of the festival as well. Basically, I just been logging in and running one quest with Drac just to get the free present. Haven't really been concentrating too much on the festival because I found out from previous festivals I've done, I have more than enough tokens to get the Grims. So I'm not really concentrating too much on grinding it out like I have done in the years past. And LOTRO-wise, that is pretty much it. I did some more Rift on my Rogue in Rift. I ran some Rifts, did a bunch of quests. That's really about it. Didn't level though. I didn't play a lot. Tried to play Defiance again this week, but for some reason my Defiance install is like
Defiant?
beyond. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what's going on with that, so I'm gonna have to reinstall that. So didn't get to play that. And I played DDO and Guild Wars 2, of course, and also Guild Wars the original. Movie-wise, I too saw the Battle of the Five Armies on Monday. I actually went and saw all three of them together back to back.
Because you're crazy.
That was pretty crazy. That was like 9.5 hours of like
The
craziness.
crazy thing that'll be to do is watch all 3 Hobbit movies, then watch all 3 Lord of the Rings
I
movies.
told my friend we need to do that. Somebody needs to do that. That would just be awesome.
And what's even crazier is when you have your Orlando Bloom marathons
No.
and
What?
watch all the films that Orlando Bloom is in or related to being in.
Why?
Why?
I don't know, but there was a girl at my church that did that. So, yeah.
So she watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
And all the Lord of the
That's-
Rings and all the Hobbit films in a row.
Okay.
Except the first one.
Closest thing to that I've
Did
ever
say
done
related.
was that
Oh.
we did a Wes Anderson marathon. But
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
oh, with horror.
So, anyway, did you agree with my assessment on the film, Strack?
Yeah, pretty much. I liked it a lot of action. It was good. There's 2 things about it I don't like, but I won't mention it because they're very, very spoilery. After
Spoonery.
a while, I will bring it up again when I figure everybody has seen it and we can spoil it. There's
Can you give a very obscure hint? Or is it just too
Um,
improbable?
No, nothing.
The thing that
hints.
happened at the time.
Yeah, the
in
one
the
thing that
place.
happened with the thing, and they really changed how the thing happened from the book. That's what I'll say.
I'm confused and I've seen it already.
It involves a major thing in the book. They changed how it happened. That's what I'll just say. That's all I'll say. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
So basically the
I
whole
want you to
film.
spoil it.
Yeah, pretty much the whole film. Yeah. Yeah. And then, well, actually, and that pretty much goes with the 2 things that I didn't like about it the most is how they kind of deviated from the books. But like I said, I'll bring it up later once we can spoil it and everybody's seen it.
Yeah, you'll have to type that in the chat
Yeah, I will.
for me, because I'm
Yeah,
curious.
Okay, I will. And that pretty much is all I did. I was busy at work all week this week, actually. There is a bunch of new viruses that are out, and everybody seems to be picking them up, and then they're calling me all panicking, and yeah, so yeah, good times.
Sounds fun.
So, word of advice to you: if you see a pop-up for Flash that is an update, chances are it's not really a Flash update. It may or may not be. My
Okay.
advice is to go to adobe.com and download Flash directly from there if you think your Flash needs updated. Because there is a really, really nasty fake virus going around now that poses as a Adobe Flash update.
What's it end up doing?
Killing
It,
everything.
yeah, it's bad. It redirects all of your internet traffic. You get all sorts of pop-ups. It installs some keyloggers.
Ew.
It tries to get your bank account information. So if you log into your bank, when you have that on there, they have your password. Yeah, it's bad.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Where do we get the Venom stuff? I don't remember.
Off all those, the venom glands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Spiders.
specific
Yeah.
spiders?
It's the little glowing ones, the smaller ones.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, the little baby
They only
spiders.
spawn when the big one, when you're finding one of the really big ones, like
Mhm.
the one you just fought. But they spawn in that little web area, so
Yeah,
they,
we have to go back to that little webbed area.
Yeah.
they're not there now because they disappear when the big one dies.
Pretty much that is all I've done this week.
All right.
Ooh.
And Pine Leaf. What have you been up to?
Right, on Arkenstone, I went to the festival with my warden and did the very beginnings of Central Gondor. At the festival, all I really did was do the daily and use some pre-existing tokens to get a Fire Grim and the new, well, they're calling it a robe, but it doesn't look anything like the really bad robes they've been using lately. It actually looks good.
Yep.
If you guys apply
Can
where the spider is,
confirm.
it's not going to spawn for a long time.
Where did you go?
I'm Paul Trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. On Gladden, I've been running my. On Gladden, I've been running my Bjorning. My Bjorning has reached level 25.
Hi.
Hello.
Just get punted every few seconds.
So that's working out. And I'm in the Lone Lands, just getting to the area where I'll be doing quests in Oscar Ruth.
Okay.
All right, let's see, what do we have here? On Landreval, this character reached level 76, as you could see, and I was running stuff. I've been running the epic up to the point in the Great River, and I went ahead into Rohan when I hit 75 to get my mount. And also on Langeville, my minstrel participated today in a rehearsal for a concert that we are going to be doing on Estelle next week. That'll be at 3 o'clock server time.
Nice.
And making sure everything's ready so that we have a lot of our lyrics in both English and French, since we're expecting most of our audience will be more fluent in French than in English.
It is an insult. By Durin's beard. What
Kind of
is
disappointed.
the
This is the
meaning
best
of this?
poll I could get.
Yeah, only 4 mobs. How disappointing.
I mean, you're not even struggling. It's just sad.
That's true.
By Durin's
Captains are OP.
beard.
Right.
Sure.
All right.
I went inside the building and there was a tree on top. The tree was following me and went on top of the building.
Wait, you're not here right now.
No, I'm not, because
No.
I'm turning in quests.
Ah, good.
Well, we
Whatever.
finished all the quests that were over there, aside from waiting for the spiders, which Drax said would take forever, so...
No, I said it'd
Alright.
take
Well,
forever.
you said it'd take
but Thanks
forever.
for recognizing my voice.
You're welcome.
Because we have very much the same accent.
You do,
Obviously. They
clearly.
sound so alike. I have such a hard time telling them apart.
That's all I say.
What do
What
you
with
need?
Thelros's obsession with Felicia Day, the mirror is Drax.
Might you let me in here?
All right,
Or do you
on
stay and speak to me a moment?
Compose yourself,
Fola?
finally.
I like how Pine Leaf just like totally ignores that. and just
Gasp.
moves right on.
on Winfola, ouch.
Oh, yeah, don't die. That
Yeah.
might happen.
On Winfola, my Bjorning reached level 55,
That is insane.
and
Troll's down here.
oh, I thought we were heading toward Andang.
Who cares?
Yeah, he's on his own.
All right.
What troll are you guys trying to kill?
Any of
Yeah,
them.
there's two down
The
here.
ones that are alive.
Why?
The place called the Pothole, so that's very it's a delightful name. Gotta enjoy that.
Shouldn't the Middle Earth,
Middle
There's
Earth.
more dwarves that we
the
have to
Middle Earth
rescue now.
Civics Board take care of the pothole?
They should. Oh, there's a
Sure
tree.
thing. I mean, what are all my Middle Earth taxes going towards?
Yeah.
It's where all the swift travel money goes.
Yep. Makes sense.
Isn't there a quest to come down here? Eventually?
No, don't think so. I think it's just to kill trolls. Take their stuff.
Yeah, that's what, something like that.
All right, so my Bjorning reached level. Ouch.
I'm a
You
healer.
said that twice now, finally. It's quite the level.
You said it. Yeah.
So my Bjorning's now level 55, and I'm in Moria about the point where in the 21st hall right now. Let's see. For my usual skirmishes, let's see, what did we... Okay, usual Fridays. We ran 2 skirmishes on there, tier 3 skirmishes. And let's see. Well, so let's go. Let's see. Last week right after the show, I joined Sithrid, Drak, and Etheros in a little Guild Wars 2 in the starter areas for the Sylvari. And we ran a few things all through that area. Let's see what it was. Other games. Let's see. Other games in Invisible Ink. I ran around, finished a story mode on a story mode run I was doing there.
It's a big troll boss up this way.
Oh, okay. So not much on that side. I was introduced to a new game called, well, it's not a new game. It's been around for a year, but the first I ever heard of it, it's called Artemis, which is a starship simulator. And the way it's usually played is a co-op where you are the various different senior officers of the ship. So therefore there's 6 different positions that you usually have, and so you have one person's acting as the captain, I was acting as the science officer, and other people are acting as the engineer, the helm.
So, another enterprise simulator.
That's pretty much what it is. Frank's of the opinion that it's even though it's not a licensed product, since they don't use any of the Star Trek terms or anything like that. That he considers it to be the
Oh,
best
big spiders here.
to be the best Star Trek simulator that's out there. So we're
Why would
playing
you hit
that.
me?
Ran a few missions on there. We usually did pretty well, except that there was one that we were doing today when I told them that I only had 25 minutes left. They set a time limit of 25 minutes, and we timed out before we could finish the quest because I had lots and lots of enemies there.
Might want to res. Maybe.
Tharos pulled it.
I'll
I was just
think
walking
about it.
by. So,
I didn't pull it. I didn't hit it at all.
I don't even. Where are you? Oh, over there. Well, I could res you, I guess.
I could res you, I guess.
What are you gonna pay me if I res you?
nothing.
I'm thinking a gold.
I'm thinking I'll just retreat.
Okay.
That desperate to avoid paying.
Well, the minute you start charging for reses is the minute people stop liking you.
Oh, hit the little ones. And as I recall, they do a lot of damage.
Yes, they do, and their poison is crazy.
Yeah, they are pretty ridiculous. They're much worse in
Hitting
the
your drag.
instance, or at least they were before it got patched.
Drac was chosen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm kind of like taking the brunt of them right now.
Nope, Zither's gone now. Good, because she's OP.
Yeah, this is really hard to solo when even on a champion.
Yeah, you can't cure him either, I don't think.
Nope.
No, I couldn't when I'm on my hunter. Yeah, my poison cure doesn't take that poison off.
No, that's evil.
Yeah, it is. It's really evil.
I
There should be one more of them small ones somewhere, because I still need one more of the...
Might have to maybe just not kill it yet, so it'll spawn more. Because there's no other ones around right
Okay, yeah, because I only have 2 with
Does it
now.
work
there
that
is.
way?
There's more
I only
than
got credit for one.
Really?
Yeah, I only got credit for one as well, even though there were 2.
Oh, here,
Alright, Andy.
incoming.
Just run away from him.
Yep, there's one. Oh, there's 2.
Oh, the other one has me.
Hi.
Let me pop down Blarg.
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 Yeah, the problem is even though we're killing multiple of them, they don't all have the glands.
Oh, well, that stinks.
Yeah.
So let's wait for some more to spawn.
I was pretty sure the big ones give them too, they just don't always.
Yeah. It's weird.
And obviously there aren't many of the spiders
Well,
around
the thing
to
is,
begin with.
if I remember right, you have to get the exact specifically right named ones that aren't. There's only like 2 of them in the whole zone. That
The giant
actually,
ones, yeah.
that actually drop these kind of things. So
Yeah, the other one's probably spawn by now, but we can do the big troll. 'Cause that's right by you.
yeah, well, we need to get the poison sacks first. But yeah, we could go do that and then come back, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna summon them again.
I don't think it is, so I think we just gotta burn them down. So anyway,
Uh,
finally, what else have you been doing?
All right, I tried a round of Don't Starve with Wendy and didn't last very long. Only, I think, something like 4 days or something ridiculously short like that. I think I was getting very hungry and went off and desperately tried to kill something that I couldn't handle. I think I tried going after the beefalo. That's how desperate I was.
Shit, it's not by you. I could
Beefalo,
have gone past it.
Yeah, beefalo.
not buffalo.
It's an-
It's a mix between a cow and a buffalo. It's a real thing in real life, also.
Really?
Yes.
But buffaloes have
It's like a
beef.
mule. No, buffaloes have buffalo meat.
That sounds made up. Oh, there it is. It's down here.
Wikipedia, beefalo are a thing.
I am
Like
dead.
mules are a mix between donkeys and horses.
That's a really weird name for it, though.
It's funny. It's what it is.
No. There we go. Jamps over here.
Well, sort of like ligerises and things like that.
Yeah.
Ligers.
I mean, what else?
Yeah,
Yeah, what else are you gonna call it?
let's see. Yeah.
Just so you know, we have some trolls coming in here too, so we're gonna end up with 2 or 3 trolls.
Good.
It's
I
just
think we're being
cowflow makes
trolled.
more sense because, like, why would you use the type of meat of an animal to describe the
Oh, I forgot
combination?
this guy hits pretty
Just
hard.
Wow,
very
he
weird.
one-shotted me.
Yeah, he's tough and on me.
Good.
That was insane.
It probably doesn't help that some of us are crippled right now.
Probably doesn't help that the highest level isn't doing a very good job of tanking.
Shots fired, Sithrit.
I was talking about you, Theros.
I'm in the Lore Master. I'm not meant to tank. I'm meant to pull mobs.
You're meant to provide support. I don't
That's
think
right.
pulling
Nah.
mobs on us is support.
I'm supporting the viewers.
I thought you were
They wanna
supporting
see
the
you
mobs. All right, and I was doing the usual Spelunky dailies, and as usual, not getting out of the caves. Or the mines, I guess they're called. I have yet to get through all the way through the mines, so someday I'm going to get through those mines.
Yeah. You and me both, Pineleaf.
Yeah. And that will be it.
Alright. Well, this week we did not get any Patreon mentions, but would love your support. To help support LOTRO players, simply go to the donations page, where you can support the Players Alliance on Patreon. There you will find rewards including a mention on the podcast of your choice, or even guest for an episode on LOTRO players, news, or adventures. And of course, you can email us, podcast@lotroplayers.com. Make sure to specify that it's for adventures. You can follow us on Twitter, the Players Alliance, @PlayersAlly, LOTRO Players, @LOTROPlayers, Andang myself at PVMP_Andang, Sithrith @Sithrith, Draculetta @Draculetta_70dose, Atheros @Atheros, Mystery @MysteryXOX, and Pineleaf @PineleafNeedles. And the Players Alliance live show schedule includes Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern DDO Players News, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Guild Wars Players News, and Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern LOTRO Players News. And you can join us for our live shows at lotroplayers.com/live. And you can also join us on Landerville for this show, LOTRO Players Adventures, each and every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So thank you all so much for watching another episode of Adventures. When we return, we will either be doing more Limelight stuff or be doing Dracok. So either way, we will probably end up dying a little bit. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.